What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 374 of the Lured Up podcast, where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today's Tuesday, December 2nd, live on Twitch, YouTube, X, and Facebook. I'm your host, Ken Pescator. That's Adam Tuttle. Adam, are you ready to get this party started?
I am ready.
Fantastic.
To tell you all about my fun times playing Pokemon Go.
Yay! I had fun. I had a lot of fun this week playing Pokemon Go, so that works out. That's a good thing. How are you, man? What's the deal? How's your week?
Week's been good. Been working. Just, like
Working
Santa's elves can't do it all, so we've got to help, you know?
Look, man.
Making candy. Tomorrow's a day we make candy as well. Extra early, so it's one of those like, yeah, I'm excited.
Nice. Yeah,
just making candy all the time. Making candy.
I guess
it shifts so hard from
worse,
summer
right?
to yeah. It's like the shift from summer to Thanksgiving, like the holiday off season, is like it's like I was going ham downstairs making ice cream every single day, every single shift, and then it like moved to like 3 out of the 5 shifts, and then it was just like complete cold turkey. And now it's just all candy all the time.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you're around that stuff all the time. It'd be bad news brown for me, man. I'd have no teeth. I'd be out. But shout out to everyone that's here early in the chat.
Sample things.
Ambrose, Michael, Grandpa's here. Likeable Monster, Roax, Seafran, Xander's here. Yo, thank you so much for being in the stream early. We are streaming this live on a bunch of platforms. Just remember, if you have Amazon Prime, that means you have Twitch, which means you get 1 free sub a month. We'd love it if you cashed it in on us or any other person or podcast or streamer or whatever in the Pokemon Go space. I'd appreciate it. Yo, Ozark Renee is here. Yo, I'm an upset level 79 tonight. You're almost there, Stacy. You're going to be happy
upset
soon.
Level 79?
Dude.
I'm like still 71.
Yo, there's some hardcore people out there, dude. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it, but we got plenty to talk about as per usual. On the show, we're going to recap the last week of gameplay, including Final Justice. We had DMAX Lugia, Pikipek Community Day, the launch of Precious Paths, of course, and we're in Journey to Paldea, so a lot has transpired since the last recording. Shadow Heatran is here, and you're going to do it because it's going to be a good one. So we'll put together a little raid guide and battle party whoop for you to get you prepped. We have plenty to cover for December, but we're going to run through the content update, what we know so far. We'll take a look at our calendar. And the research tabs in the game are bananas right now. They're absolutely stacked. It doesn't seem to be letting up at all. And we have research, event special research, plenty of field research, of course. The Go Pass, 2 collection challenges. It's been crazy. The Well-Armed event has been detailed, and we'll talk about that. And Clobbopus comes out during that event, so we're getting new Pokemon again, so things are starting to trickle in. We'll be able to take a quick peek at Go Tour details that have been announced. We have so much time. 3 months or something like that, with Go Tour. So exciting stuff in there. And then we'll wrap up with a conversation kind of about what our ideal Pokemon Go event would be. This has kind of spawned this idea from Pikipek this week, and I guess we can lead with that conversation is, I don't know, it felt like a more community day than normal. Now, I had said at the end of last week's episode that typically during Community Day, the raids just like go away. And this one actually had raids. It had shadow raids. It had the DMAX Lugias everywhere. It's a comprehensive event, and I was there for it. It didn't feel just like a Pikipek grind. Of course, if you wanted to do that, you could, but
heck, Pikipek.
Dude, I had a pretty good
my first catch was shiny and had the background. The first one I clicked.
Amazing.
Like the event happened, was like, oh, here they all are. And it was like, and I had purposely clicked every single Pokemon that was in the surrounding area to see if there was a shiny. And I didn't click. I don't know, whatever the last Pokemon was. I didn't click it because it was right next to the Pokestop. And then that's the one I clicked, and that's the one that was the shiny, and that's the one that had the background. I was like, no way.
Nice. Yeah, this was the last Community Day that said we'll have, a special background. We don't know what they're going to do. They're going to be
not that the
new
background
things.
mattered to me.
Well, it loses
that's
its
a story for another day.
That's the thing. It loses its importance. Like when you have, just catching, like your Go Plus could put in work, and it's like, okay, let me look at my Go Plus catches. Oh, my Go Plus caught, 15 background Pokemon at Community Day. It's like, what value do those really have? They have no exclusivity. They have no rarity because you're catching a dozen or more if you're playing through the whole event. Mm-hmm. I think I like what you had said last week. You were like, when we got the one at the end of the special research, it felt special. It felt good. And then once they started putting them in everywhere,
that's the chase. And then you can trade with your friends, and it makes that trade a little bit more special too, because they only have one and you only have one,
Yeah. See, Fran says too many backgrounds. The searchable, special backgrounds. We have location backgrounds. If this is the last Community Day with a special, have event backgrounds, like another classification of backgrounds, because maybe we'll have something like a Community Day background. I don't know what they're going to do. But they're going to. But were you able to play it all this weekend? How did the weekend go for you? Did you get any DMAX Lugia in? Did you play during Pikipek?
I was able to get some DMAX. Yeah. I think I remoted. So this was the thing. I had one remote raid pass already. Did I get 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think I bought 3. So I had 3, and I was like, this is the 3 I have to work with. And that the collection challenge was like, you got 2 days to finish it. And I had not done any of the Swords of Justice raids at all. And it's like, I kept seeing them, and I'm like, I eventually was able to remote 2. I had to do 1 and invited others in, and it took way too long. I did get them. I did 1 Lugia remotely, and then I did 1 Lugia myself, but then I also was able to recruit some people in with me. It felt really good. It was nice that people showed up. I really appreciate the remote support, especially if you were sitting on the toilet. I hope you got the shiny. I took a picture accordingly.
Chat is saying we're a little laggy, so I apologize if we're getting some bad connection here. Maybe it's the weather.
It could have been me. I definitely, I had my web page up, and it had no internet connection. And then I went to look at our video, was standing still, but I could hear him.
Oh, no. New Hampshire, you got that rural internet connection, the hamster wheel is going. No,
I've got a snowstorm. There was no school today because they shut down. We're supposed to get 6 to 7 inches.
Wow. All right. We're getting a movement coming in here, but Xander says, tell your kid to get off Fort, taking up all the bandwidth.
No, he's actually grounded. He's no screens ever.
Oh, snap.
You do bad in school, and
a price. Nice.
You pay the price. I mean, took away a bunch of Legos.
So sorry for the connection issues. Hopefully it clears up. I apologize, everyone.
Yeah, just so you know, it's during a blizzard that's what's going on. That's the reason, because I'm sure a telephone pole got knocked down because a tree that no one wanted to cut all summer long by a thread over the power line. They're like, it's fine. It's not going to fall.
Well,
that's literally my whole drive to work.
Well, getting back to Pikipek, how did you do? Were you able to play?
What the heck, Pikipek?
What the heck, man?
What the heck, Pikipek? I was able to play. I took my break at exactly, I think 1:59. I was like, I need to be in it. I was like, I'll go as late as possible. And I played. I caught a whole bunch in my immediate area. Did Palkia, got the extra space. Lured up my work's Pokestop, and then got gas, and then kind of drove down the street, got a bunch more, came back up, and grabbed all the new spawns at my work, and then just went back to work. And then I had the Go Plus going. I think it disconnected at the last hour. I think total I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 shiny. Oh, no, 7 shinies. So I'm okay. I got. And the first one was, like I said, the shiny with the background. So I was like, all right, I can end. I don't need to get anything else. I'm good.
Yeah, there was a lot of good gameplay to be had. Like I said, you got a little bit of everything if you wanted it. You wanted to do some raids, you could do some raids. You want to do, some max battles.
I think I did my Lugia. I think I did my Lugia. That's why I was sitting at work, because I caught all the spawns. There was a Lugia Dynamax. I did it and invited people because people were playing. Like it was, the timing was right.
Well, that's a great point. Trying to get people to remote to back you up. There's a good chance if you're in your time zone, 2 to 5 p.m., they might have the phone open. So it's a lot easier to get people they're not responding off a push notification on a closed phone or something like that. They're coming in from Terminal in the chat said he got 2 Shundos. What? That's bananas, dude. That is absolutely
insane.
Bonkers. All right, but there was more to the weekend.
I did the Swords of Justice. I did one of each of them, and I got Virizion and Cobalion shiny. But I didn't get the track in shiny.
Nice. All right, well let's talk about the rest of the stuff from last week. We had the the end of Tales of Transformation final Justice event with Keldeo's Resolute form. Very anticlimactic. Like we always say at the end of these seasons or at a Go Fest, you get the legendary, you get the mythical, you do what you got to do with it, and it's like on to the next. To admire its beauty, yeah, for like a second, you know what I mean? And then it's like, here, Precious Paths, where's my GMAX Meowth? And so it is what it is. Hopefully, I'll be bringing it to some raids, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. There's just there has to be some.
If you're lucky, you might even get to bring a shiny one to raids.
Well, I did get the Masterwork research, and we're going to talk about that at the end of the show. There's plenty to do right now in the game. But no, this was okay. I mean, I think from an event perspective, it was kind of cool seeing like Pancham and raids again. That was a good one. Sock, if you're switching things up, Sock and Throw was good for raids. People chasing those shinies down for sure. The collection challenges and all that. So there was plenty to do. But a nice wrap up to the event. But the pacing is crazy with this game. So the second one thing ends, something else begins. DMAX Lugia, like we were saying. Originally, I was like, people aren't going to be too excited about this because we've had so much Lugia, right? We've had Shadow Lugias, regular Lugia came back a couple times, and I kind of felt that vibe. I purposefully didn't really do much Lugia on the Saturday. I knew I was going to be out on Sunday for a community day, so I was like, you know what? I'll kind of hold off and I'll do all my Lugia on Sunday, which I was able to do. I got through, my backlog of max particles, my daily max particles. I didn't do many, but I did not get the shiny. And it's like, I'm trying to temper my expectations to keep my spending, because I do have to manage that. I spend enough on this game. Mm-hmm. It's like, I just can reel it in. So, I did a handful, maybe 10 total, which is still a decent, but it was just enough to be fun. And probably midpoint of community day, everyone was like, all right, I'm done with Lugias. Like, let's move on. And, we were still trying to do some Shadow Latios or some Terrakion or something like that. So there was other raids happening. It was a really good event. So, but Lugia made its DMAX debut. Hopefully you got the shiny. Hopefully you're like Terminal and got 2 Shundos. Pikipek was a lot of fun. Let's see, what was the bonus? It was triple XP, right? Triple XP, double catch candy, the lures that ran till 9 o'clock. I did pretty darn good. And this is surprisingly a good shiny. I was like, didn't think this was going to be such a cool. When it was on screen, it looked pretty good.
Yeah, the toucan, cool. It's like a fruit flavored toucan.
It's like a Fruit Loops toucan Sam. Sam.
Listen, I did want to mention
what?
So on Wednesday, so we recorded that Tuesday. So Wednesday, I went to a concert. I went to go see Sparks the Rescue at the State Theater in Maine.
Nice.
And that was epic. They did an amazing job. On the way back, I don't know what did. And start driving down the highway. We're going fast. I legitimately was the passenger. Fiance Chanel, she was driving us home, and I see a Galarian Moltres, and I'm like, no way. So I click it, and I just use the Master Ball. You know what the next Pokemon was? Galarian Articuno, and that was the one that I didn't have.
That's amazing, so I said, dude.
Good thing I have 2 Master Balls because we're going way too fast. I honestly thought, man, if I throw this and it does like the timeout, and then boom, I got the Galarian Articuno. I was like, whoa. So I used 2 after that. The next spawn was a Frau. I click it and it's shiny. And I was like,
yeah, that was like the best daily adventure in sense ever.
Yeah, fast. So I had to wait till we got off the exit. It got slow enough. And I'm like, I think it's been enough time. And then I catch it and I got it. And I was like, ah.
Oh, man.
Well, that was the most wild daily incense I've ever done.
That's crazy. So
I just wanted to say that.
Dude, well, listen to this. So Gambit's in the chat. He's a Red Bank local, and he said, hey, I got a shiny Lugia for you. So I'm like, all right, that's awesome. 2 seconds later, went lucky with him, just right when we were on the call here. So that was so awesome. I love it. So now you can get me that.
That's crazy.
Get me that shiny lucky Lugia. Roax saying it's glitching hard. So sorry to the video people. I apologize. The wonderful New Hampshire weather, I guess, is wreaking havoc.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi on my phone is off. I don't know what the dealio is. You need
a wired connection, young man. That's the way to do it.
Well, it's not going to
stop. Scipio said, yeah, this is rough. We're like Robot 2. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what we even pick it back up again. What should we do? You want to stop the stream and restart it? Want me to do that? I can.
If you want to play around with it.
We're back in. People will start rolling back in any moment. So we'll just
any moment
now. We'll keep it going. But it was this was a wild week, man. End of Tales of Transformation, DMAX Lugia weekend, Pikipek Community Day. It was good. I thoroughly enjoyed all of it. So I like these overarching weekends. I like when there's stuff, and I kind of like that it was a DMAX weekend and not a max battle day, because if it was max battle day on Saturday and community day on Sunday, it might have been too much for my schedule. It might have been a little bit too much for most of the community to dedicate 2 days, the whole weekend to Pokemon, even though that's what we're going to be doing this weekend with December's wrap up community day. But pick a day. That's what I know a lot of people do. They'll say, oh, I want this Pokemon, I'm just going to be playing on Saturday or whatever it may be. But anyway, we're back. So thank you everyone for that. I apologize to the video viewers. We had some laggy. Hopefully that will all clear up now that we're back. Anyway, so we are in Precious Paths, and I'm pretty excited for this. We talked about last week and the kind of tinfoil hat theories and the conspiracy theories about that temporary Pokestop, all that stuff. Definitely still going online. People are really wondering what it's going to be. The Wayfarer community specifically is really talking a lot about this because they're concerned that this might damage the ecosystem if people that aren't really familiar with the culture of Wayfarer or the, criteria are thrust into some kind of Wayfarer scenario, and then, it kind of mucks up the tubes. You know what I mean? It's like, so there are some concerns from the Wayfarer community. I don't know how this is going to work, but hopefully it's not through like a nomination system or something like that. Oh, Stacy also said, confirm with me that GBL event is this weekend, 100 battles all each day. Yeah. Remember that Pikachu Libre is at rank 20 for GBL. This is kind of that transient or whatever you want to call it season. So if you've never got your Pikachu Libre before, you don't need to be good at GBL. You just need wins. So it's not based on ELO. You don't have to worry about, getting to a certain, ranking or anything to get up to, your high ranks. Those ranks don't even exist during this season. It's simply capped at level 20, and that's where you get your Pikachu Libre. So Scipio in the chat said a little bit laggy, but better. So apologies for that. Hopefully Adam can stop the snow in New Hampshire. Anyway,
I wish.
So yeah, so we have Precious Paths coming in. I'm really excited about this. And again, it kicked off today at the time of this recording. And the Journey to Paldea event started up today. Now, the Masterwork research, so everything happens at once at the beginning of the season. Now you've got a season-long special research, the Masterwork for the Master Ball. You've got your Masterwork from the end of Tales of Transformation with Keldeo. So now you have two. I think this might be the first. Is this the first time we've ever had two masterwork researches at the same time? Because that's crazy. But we've got so much going on.
The first time.
I don't know. It might be. It might be. I'm not sure. But
it might be
a lot going on with this month. So there's plenty to do over the season. But Journey to Paldea started today. Yo, I still do not have a Nacli. I have not gone out to play today. I went to work. I came home. I made dinner.
Are you serious?
Bro, I haven't seen it.
How do you not have a Nacli?
I got an incense on right now.
Listen,
I had one on my nearby earlier, bro, and no longer. They've avoided me.
Can I just say a huge shout out to KJ Demand for sending me this?
Oh, the ticket? So there is a $2 ticket here. Yeah.
But I did all of that, like a whole line of that research and got the Nacli already.
Oh, okay, nice.
And it was like right while we were setting up.
Nice. Well, there you go. I
just make sure you bury and you get great throws and you're good.
Yep. Oh, so Unbreakable is in the chat. What up, Unbreakable? And
what up?
Terminal said you can get to level 20 in 6 days, I guess, if you get all your wins. So it's very possible to get this Pikachu Libre. Now's your chance. Like, I remember when I got mine, I was just like, yo, I know it has like the scrub asterisk next to it because I didn't earn this by reaching, ace or whatever, veteran, whatever the top level is, but it's like, I don't care. I got a Pikachu Libre. It's not shiny, but yeah, Journey to Paldea is pretty cool, man. I actually like this spawn pool. It's kind of cool. I caught a shiny at work today, a shiny Lilligant from research, carried over. That was a lot of fun. Was able to catch that in the bathroom at work. So posted I
saw.
Yes.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Well, not only did you see Adam, but pretty much everyone did because I posted a nice little selfie on, hold up.
If you know, you know.
I put a little picture up on Instagram. So if you know, you know. Yeah, there you go. That's me in the bathroom at work catching shinies. Very excited.
Your boss tells you. Ken, we have to talk about your bathroom usage.
Why do I keep hearing like the camera shutter sound? Don't mind me. Nobody look. So funny. But yeah, Paths is gonna be pretty good. I'm very confident that as we push through the end of the year and we get towards Go Tour, things are gonna be great. And don't forget, we have city safaris coming up in like 10 days in Miami and stuff like that. Like, things are happening. Things are pushing. Things are happening. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But I don't know. Let us know what you're excited about for Precious Paths. I do think that this is going to be a pretty strong season. I do like, we got new Pokemon, we got new costumes, and for everyone that didn't see the argument we had last week,
what? Is
the Charjabug better or is the Sudowoodo better? What are you? Are you team
Sudowoodo is better? The Sudowoodo is better.
Yo, look,
it's better.
The Charjabug is basic, but it's pretty good, dude. It's pretty good, man. I'm a big fan.
It's not good. I'm
a big fan.
It's not good.
Let us know though if you're excited about this, but yeah, it's gonna be strong. I can't complain in any way, shape, or form at the Journey to Paldea event so far, and that's our taste on the season. So I'm excited. All right, well, I guess we could talk about Shadow Heatran because that's going to be here this weekend as well. So hopefully they're spawning during the community day window, so that way if you want to break off from catches and do some raids, you got some Shadow Heatran to do, because Shadow Heatran is going to be a fantastic Pokemon to battle with. So you're going to want to, this is going to be one that you're going to want to, get and power up. Just don't purify it unless you're going for a Hundo or a Dex or something like that. But keep it Shadow, because it kicks some serious tail with as in its Shadow form. So we're going to be looking at two guides today. We're going to be looking at both Pokebattler and Go Hub, of course, to figure out what will be the best party. I have the most basic party for this one.
I have a good one.
I hate to admit it, bro. I put a lot of effort into it, but you wouldn't tell. You couldn't tell that I put a lot of effort into this. But shout out to Meteor Ash over at Go Hub for putting this guide together. Shadow Heatran is a tier 5 Shadow Legendary Raid Boss in Pokemon Go, And here's your CPs that you're going to want to look out for. 2145 with no weather boost, and boosted in sunny or snow, 2681. So again, your numbers, 2145, 2681. Shadow Heatran being fire steel, you get double weak to ground. So just use ground stuff. Like that's going to be your most official way to do it. It says you could be well prepared. Purified gems, bro. I do not use purified gems, bro. Just tap through it, bro.
Listen, if you've got enough people, it don't matter. But if you're trying to like try hard with like 3, yeah, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need more than all of you combined to get it done.
So here's our counter list per Go Hub. We've got Primal Groudon on top, and you got a bunch of funky forms leading the charge here. Mega Garchomp, followed by Shadow Garchomp, followed by Shadow Groudon. Therian Landorus. By the way, I need shiny Therian Landorus. If anyone sees me at any event, that's the one that I need. Been looking for it forever. So if you got one, hit me up. So Shadow Groudon, Therian Landorus, Shadow Rhyperior, and then we've got Mega Swampert, and then you start getting to your regular stuff. Garchomp, Groudon, Incarnate Landorus, Rhyperior. So we've got, dominated by ground. So while it is still, and I think it says it up here at the top, while it is still weak to fighting in water, the way to go is going to be ground. Really primal Groudon. So we're going to jump over to Pokebattler now and just take a look and see what they have listed. Sometimes the Megas and Shadows are a little bit more prominent. They have Primal Groudon, Mega Garchomp, Shadow Groudon, Shadow Garchomp, Landorus Therian. So very, very similar lists here. Mega Swampert's rounding things out. Shadow Mamoswine with the ground specking up here, rounding out the top 10. Excadrill's in there. So again, dominated by ground. Even like, Garchomp or Dragon types, things like that, they're spec'd to ground. So just be aware you might have to do some TM shifting. But I'm not proud of my party, man. But I'm going to pull it up real quick. And it's not exciting in any way, shape, or form. I'm bringing... Here we go. 5 Groudon. I'm bringing 5 Groudon. I'm leading with my Primal. That's 98% maxed out. I've got a Shadow Groudon.
Oh, so not a hundo?
No, it's not a hundo.
Why didn't you use your bottle cap?
I'm using my bottle cap right now on my armored Mewtwo. You can see it up here in my gym sweep party. I have it there so I can get my hearts with it because I'll go best buddy with it. But yeah, I'm working 5 Groudons here, so not exciting at all. I got 1 Mountain Dewdon in there. I've got the Primal that'll lead things off. I got a Shadow. And then my tail is my 420 costume Chansey named Edible. So that'll be my anchor working on them. Yo, I've been chipping away at these best friends. And Keldeo threw me off for a while. Some of these evolutions threw me off for a while. I'm back on the Chansey.
Yeah, it's like get too candy while walking with it. I don't want to walk with this thing. Its stats are awful.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the problem. That's part of the problem. But anyway, I'll be doing a lot of output.
Like, what the heck?
A lot of damage. It's just not very exciting. 5 Groudon and a buddy, Chansey. So, Adam, what about you?
Mega Garchomp will lead the way, followed by Therian Form Landorus, and then Rhyperior, Golurk, and the male and female Hippowdon.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was looking through my stuff and I was like, I have the male and the female.
Yo,
yes, going for both.
Mega Garchomp CP is pretty wild. 6132. That's a big dog, man. That's big. Yeah. That's big.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't have these hundos like you, bro. Don't have those hundos like you. I can't do it. So let us know what you're going to use for
playing the game
for Shadow Heatran. Again, just make sure you do it. This is a good one. This is sometimes raid bosses are dex filler. This is not. This is a very functional Pokemon. You'll get a lot of good use out of it, and it's just a heavy DPS on the Shadow side. So let us know what you're bringing. Tag us on social, all that good stuff, and yeah, best of luck with Shadow Heatran. Got to show Giovanni what's up. And All right, I guess let's run into, before we take a break, let's talk about December really quick, and we're going to pull up the December content update that Niantic shared via the Pokemon Go Twitter account, or X account, whatever you want to call it. In the key art, Reshiram, Zekrom, and of course they have Nacli in here showing off the new Pokemon from the Journey Together event, or Journey to Paldea event. In max battles this month, Darumaka, Cryogonal, Kabuto, Spheal, Ammonite. Okay. Anything
Where's
here?
Delibird?
Bro, where's Delibird? He's not Shadow either, and I'm upset about that. Now we don't get Dynamax. Horrible. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, why is Cryogonal? Like, who said Spheal was the answer?
2
Who was
days
sitting down with a pen and paper? They were like,
Spheal.
all right, we're taking some suggestions for Max Pokemon to go for December. Remember, this is the holiday season. Which Pokemon could we throw in there?
Spheal.
An ice type? Yeah. Okay. Ooh, Lapras. It's been done before. We do Gigantamax. So, not Delibird.
You ever see the meme where they like throw the dude out the window from the board meeting?
Yes,
It's
throw that dude out the window. Why wasn't Delibird the decision?
Yeah. 2 more days from the time of this recording for the Swords of Justice, and then things get followed up with Kyurem, Reshiram, Zekrom. So you have a very busy month if you're working on these fusions and stuff like that. So
just think, Ken, maybe next year we start getting costume Max Pokemon.
I mean, yeah.
I know. It's the cycle of the game. I know. But like, it's like, do I have to do it? No, I've learned my lesson. I don't need to do them. I'll use my Max Particles and like power up my good ones.
No new Megas this month. Mega Gyarados, Mega Abomasnow, Mega Glalie. I think it's been a while since we've had Glalie and Abomasnow, I think. Right? I don't think we've seen them
there's
in a
no
little bit.
Mega Delibird, Mega Lucario gets a new form.
Yo, I was going to say, you see that
Mega
Lucario?
Delibird
Looks awesome.
It looks stupid. Delibird doesn't get anything.
Mega Delibird is literally just Santa Claus. It's like this is
yeah. No, it's very frustrating to see like the lack of love for Delibird.
I understand completely.
Yeah.
The events calendar, and again, we have this all detailed on our Google Calendar, so make sure you check out the description for the link to our Google Calendar if you want to add that. But we've got plenty of events here. The Journey to Paldea that we're in now, Community Day this weekend, Well Armed, which we'll talk about in a second, picking up in week 2. A Max Battle Day. We have our two-parter of the winter, the holiday event. There's a Research Day, a Winter Weekend, New Year's event. And then on top of that, you've got your City Safaris. So there's so much going on here. Go Battle Weekend. There's a lot going on. It's a very, very packed December.
And now we're going to take a look at the Spotlight Hours. And we're going to see something that we're very excited about, which is Delibird.
Wait, where are the Spotlighters? Here they are, yeah. Delibird, December 30th. Tuesday.
Right. You know what really makes me mad? Because we were just discussing how Delibird was getting no love. It got love, but it got the same treatment as Spheal. But Spheal got a max Pokemon. Like, come on. Why?
Also,
why was Spheal chosen?
Why not put Delibird
no reason
right before Christmas? Why put Delibird after Christmas? Got problems.
Such a
problems with that.
Bad decision.
I don't know if it was necessarily
again
a bad decision.
Like, that person's like, Spheal? Okay, we want to make sure we have the Spotlight Hour right before Christmas because we love Spheal. Everybody loves Spheal. It's no big Spheal. Everyone loves them. Okay?
I mean, not for nothing. It's Spheal.
Pun intended.
It's not even the costume Spheal.
The scarf. Nah, we can't have the scarf on the Max Pokemon. That's fine. Just maybe we can add it when we do. Maybe we'll see. Write that in as a possibility. Okay. But no Delibird. No, push Delibird back. It's unnecessary. It's just a stupid ice bird.
So check out our Google
Come on,
Calendar
I'm having
link.
Fun with this.
I know
you don't seem to be having fun.
Look,
with this.
I just want Shadow Delibird. That's all I want. They haven't given it to me in 4 years. Like, what's up with that? Niantic /Scopely.
I can't even trade mine to you.
It's horrible. Purify one and trade me that one. At least I have a purified one. Horrible. But the December calendar is built out in our Google Calendar description of the podcast video. Wherever you're watching this, you can add it to your calendar. And if you click on each of these things, you get a link right there to the blog. So it's very, very convenient and mobile friendly. So it's easy to see what's going on when you do that. All right, where were we? You know what? We didn't even sing our battle party song, bro. I'm sorry, I skipped the song.
What?
I broke it, man. I broke things.
I know. Well, you had us disconnected by reconnecting.
I know.
So I understand that.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Jeez.
Well, for those who missed it, battle party. Ooh, ooh, battle party. Ooh, ooh. All right. Now just cut it in and put it back there.
I'm leaving it right there.
Like nothing happened.
Leaving it right there for no reason. It's gonna be great.
All right. Well,
it's gonna be great. All right, the Go Pass is back for December, and this actually works out for me, and I'm sure many others that need to hatch eggs for leveling up, because this timed incubator is back. Yo, I loved the time incubator when it was here. This was a good. I think this is a very good Go Pass reward. So, I think my favorite might be the coins. Better than the Lucky Trinket. Give me my coins back. I'm happy. Followed by the timed incubator. Followed by the Lucky Trinket. Of course, bottle caps rule. But Go Pass December kicked off today from the time of this recording. $7.99 will get you the base deluxe version. There's some other options there with plus 10 ranks and some other items. And I think they put Ultra Balls in the Ultra bundle on the web store, which is a little weird. But I wouldn't buy that one. The complete pass task to rank up your Go Pass to earn the following rewards. And I love this. Encounter with Palkia. Cool. Stardust, XP, Max Particles. Cool. And even more goodies. That's going to be to the name of this episode. Even more goodies.
No, it's supposed to be What the Heck, Pikipek.
What the Heck, Pikipek is pretty good too, though. Trainers who update to the
Keldeo.
The Go Pass Deluxe, you get a timed incubator, a super incubator, additional encounters with even more Pokemon. It's like the used car salesman pitch of the, like, come on down to Crazy Ed's Cars. Get the Go Pass Deluxe, where now you get additional encounters with even more Pokemon. Even more. Wild. Premium items like a Battle Pass, Incense, and Incubator, Lure Modules, and more, and even more goodies. You might even encounter a shiny Palkia, if you're lucky. The milestones are pretty much gift related. I think they took out some stuff from the major milestone bonuses in here, like extra XP and things like that. So a little bit trimmed down here. All the gift stuff worked into the milestone bonuses. And the timed incubator, they put it rank 20 of the Go Pass. So you will get the ranked incubator pretty quickly, you know, especially if you're buying the plus 10 levels, which doesn't make sense to me. Just do a raid, but it's at rank 20. Just do a raid. You get 10 levels, you know, but it's at rank 20. So if you do get the deluxe version, get on that as quick as you possibly can. Get up to level 20 so you can start putting the timed incubator in rotation. The sooner you get that timed incubator, the more value it'll actually give you. You can, you know, justify the purchase, justify the value over time. And I like it at the end. It gives you a nice little recap of how many eggs you hashed with it. So let us know. Keep us posted with how you do. But it's all good. And all right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the Well-Armed event and peek at the Go Tour blog. We got plenty of time on that, so we're not going to go into detail. And then I kind of want to pick your brain about what you think the perfect event would be. And this could be like when you play by yourself. It could be when you're playing with a group.
I was going to say no Pokemon with costumes.
You said you want the Sudowoodo, man. You said
no, I do, and I do want the Sudowoodo. I'm just saying you meant for the future, like after the holidays.
Yeah, I'm just saying in general.
That's what I thought you meant.
What's your perfect event? What would it feature? What would the bonuses be? What would the blog look like? We'll talk about all that when we come back.
Because you know what it would be. It'd just be Delibird all the time.
Jeez. We'll be back right after this. Hey, everyone who's still here. I apologize if we're still having any video issues. I guess it just is what it is. But everyone, please hydrate so you don't dehydrate. Grab a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully water.
Right. And if not, do coffee. I heard that doesn't hydrate you at all.
I drank 4 coffees today. Yeah, I did.
4?
I drank 4 coffees today.
I had one.
One of them was a 24 ouncer too.
Okay, I did. I had 3. I made one from the Keurig, but like for some reason it was very light. That was weird for me. I still drank like 2/3 of it, and then I made one of the mushroom coffees, the dose fan or whatever.
Dude. That's the grossest thing ever.
Yeah, no, it's not. It doesn't taste great. So
no, it tastes like doo doo. It tastes like earth. Like you mix some dirt into this water. It's really great.
And then Chanel picked me up a coffee from a fast food place. It's not ideal, but it's black coffee. It's hard to do it wrong.
Seaby, what's up, dude? He says this coconut milk count. Yo, I'm a oat milk. I'm an oat milk kind of guy. I know.
So coconut milk reminds me of skim milk, to be honest.
Yeah.
Soy milk, almond milk are pretty good, but oat milk is very like chalky. Like,
yeah,
almost so like it just coats your mouth. It's weird.
Just
I don't like oat
black
milk.
coffee like Henry Rollins, like a man. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Dunkin' snob. It's the weirdest thing. I have all these I go to all these fancy coffee places around me because Sarah likes crazy expensive fancy coffee, and I drink it all. Just give me a Dunkin'. Just give me an extra large light and sweet Dunkin'. I'm a happy camper. That's what. All right, you ready to get back into this?
Possibly.
Okay, how about now?
Okay, now I'm good now.
Okay.
Now that I'm staring at a Gigantamax Meowth.
Yes.
That's right. That is right.
All right. And we are back. From our break. Thank you so very much for that. Just a little housekeeping before we get to the back of this show, back half of the show. The Pokemon Professor Network is powered by the community, and you can join that community of supporters over on Patreon at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. For as little as $1 a month, head over to patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, and you can support a collective of hardworking part-time creators that have a passion for Pokemon, podcasting, and the community here at the Pokemon Professor Network. And I just want to take a moment to recognize some of our patrons, our gym leaders, Ben, Brandy, Espy, and Willow, Herbert, KJ, and Matthew, our newest patron who joined this week at the Discord tier, Joseph, and special thanks to our executive producer, Xander, who's here in the chat, as well as the other executive producers on the network, Monkey Bread, Tish Smith, and Kate the Cons. All right, let's get into the last event that we have for the show here, and that's going to be the Well-Armed event. I do have this added to our calendar. Clobopus looking fantastic. I think this is really awesome. So let's see. Let's read what it says here. It says 2 times candy for catching Pokemon. That's probably like the lamest thing ever. Increased chance to encounter Shiny Dynamax Hitmonlee and Shiny Dynamax Hitmonchan. So there you go. You've got some Hitmons in DMAX form coming, which is pretty neat. And these are really good shinies, in my opinion. This is going to be...
Do we know what level they're going to be?
Don't think it says it. That's a good call. Probably 3.
Hopefully they're just 400 and not...
No.
Is 3 a thing?
No. They can be, yeah, but they're still 400. So it's 250 for level 1. Then level 2 and 3 are 400, right? And then
I think they'd be 400.
Yeah, no,
like if I had to guess.
I don't think it's going to be like legendary or Gmax expensive. But Clobopus, the Tantrum Pokemon, will make its debut in the wild and field research. Again, in the wild. Just like Nacli right now, this is super important. All this talk about accessibility, if you want to make Pokemon accessible, put them in the wild. They can be rare, but put them in wild, because then it doesn't cost money to get. It's just cost time and dedication to the game. You might encounter Mindfu or Jangmo-O in the wild. Jangmo-O in the wild is pretty cool. And increased candy and Candy XL from max battles. They do list some wild encounters here: Poliwag, Machop, Makuhita, and more. You might even encounter Octillery. That's interesting. Fast TMs, charge TMs in field research, which is pretty cool. And event-themed Pokemon, including Dynamax Hitmonlee and Dynamax Hitmonchan in field research. That's wild.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
No way.
Yeah. Paid time research, $1.99. 6 rare candies, 3 rare candy XL, 1,600 max particles, and more. So normally you pay about $1.50 or so at full price, maybe closer to $1.25 or something if you get it in a bundle for 800 max particles. Here you're paying $1.99. You're getting 3 candy XL, 6 rare candies, 1,600 particles, and more. So I'm buying it for the and more specifically. And there will be a well-armed Ultra ticket box in the web store as well. So, no, man, Clobbopus is pretty awesome. I dig Clobbopus, so I'm all excited about that. Real quick, before we move to the last segment of the show, they did release all the info for Go Tour 2026. It says, get ready for the next evolution of Go Tour. Pokemon Go Tour Kalos lands in 2026. And there are 2 real-world events, one in Taiwan, one in LA. They detail them. And then we have our global the following week, February 28th to March 1st is global. So if you go to the Learn More, and we're going to look at global because that's where most people will be playing. Shiny Diancie making its debut, which is really cool. And then we have 2 Pikachu wearing costumes. This is Calum and Serena's hat. Yo, C. Fran said, just booked LA flight today. Get it. Kate the Cons gang is here too. Yo, I really want to make LA happen. I think for me, it's probably going to be like up to the week of to decide to figure out if I can make this work. Originally, I wanted to do Miami, like just pull like an Iron Man and fly out at like 6 a.m., do the event, fly home, but I don't think that's happening either. But yeah. Anyway, back to Go Tour really quick. We got costume Pikachus. We've got new shinies being released. Hawlucha, Honedge, and Klefki shinies. Those are pretty cool. And in 1-star raids, you got your Pikachu and Honedge. In 5-star raids, Xerneas and Eviltal. So, you know, I know these shinies are a lot, especially that Bacon Bird. And then they also break out the mega raids by day. So there's a bunch of different mega raids that are going to be available throughout the event. They put up the calendar, the schedule here on the blog. And then they even detail all of the habitats. And there's 3 habitats. So, we've seen events with 4 habitats. We've seen events with 2 habitats. Now they're doing 3. And what they're doing with that 1 to 2 p.m. and the 5 to 6 p.m. is Pokemon from all of the habitats will be spawning during that hour. So it's a little bit of a potluck. So I do like this. I think this is pretty cool. But just
I think that's honestly the best like way to do it. And that way here, if you can only play
1 hour,
like 1 hour or 2 hours, at least you know which ones to go after because you're in that biome or whatever.
Yeah. Well, you get a little bit of everything. Like, hey, man, if you can only make it out for a little while, you want
and
a
then
variety.
You just hard focus on the Pokemon you're not going to be able to catch. So everything in the coastal, because the next one's the mountain. So you hunt for the coastal stuff.
10K eggs are going to be pretty awesome. Kangaskhan, Heracross, Hawlucha, and Klefki, again with Hawlucha and Klefki being new shiny. 5Ks, you get the Flabébés. It doesn't say anything about them being region locked. So everybody gets all the Flabébés. This is going to be a good chase. And then in the 2Ks, you got some fan favorite mega evolvable Pokemon, Larvitar, Bagon, Beldum, Gibble. So plenty of good stuff there. And then spelling Kalos, you got your unknowns. So plenty of time to talk about this blog. We're not really going to be digging too far into it. But there's a lot of other stuff going on, ticket exclusives, all this kind of stuff. We got plenty of time to talk about it, so we're not going to get into it now. But the next thing I want to talk about, final thing I want to talk about, Adam, is what is the recipe for your perfect event? And now this could be an event of you playing by yourself. This can be an event where you're playing with a small community or playing with a group. Now, I kind of had this experience in Philly where it was like, I played with 1,500 people. I've played with big groups like the Essex County group where I'm playing with 500 or 600 people. When I play with the Red Band group, it could be 50 to 100 people on their best days. And I love playing this game solo. So I like a little bit of everything, but what's your recipe? If you're playing by yourself, what's the best way for you to spend your time and money? And if you're out with a group, like what would keep you engaged and happy with the game? DMAX?
So raids and like battles and stuff, being on that like half hour or 45-minute like rotation makes it so like we can stay within an area and be able to move around and play the game and all the other cool stuff, but know that like we hit all these and we can come back to them and they'll have changed.
It was a huge bonus when they started to do the 30-minute window. Game changer.
Yeah,
for small
they really did a good job with Eevee, because it was like we sat down for lunch, got up, and we could do it again. So like it just felt like the event. It felt like it was always happening, and we could always find it fresh and exciting. Now, as far as spawns and stuff, a good healthy mix is always appreciated.
Meaning like a variety of Pokemon to catch, like a number of Pokemon?
Yes. Yeah. And just like the amount of Pokemon, it's when they take over the screen, there's just something about that. It just, you can't look away. You can't, like when I'm at home and you've got blue, I got 4 or 5 and they're super spread out. It's underwhelming. It makes me want to check them less unless it's an exciting spawn. But for me, like if I had like 16 things spawn within my like radius, I'd be like, holy cow, like this is an insane morning to wake up to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's stuff's cool. I really enjoy the density. When the density increases, my excitement increases, because not like I could hate every Pokemon except for one. You know what I mean? Like there's always going to be a Pokemon that somebody wants. So I could dislike all the Pokemon, but I still have something to chase. I still have something to look for.
Yeah.
And if I'm really desperate and I really want a shiny check, I'm checking. It's just that adds a level of excitement. I can hit the Go Plus if I don't want to deal with those and just let it ride and enjoy my time. The Mighties are huge.
Oh, dude, the Mighties are so good.
They're a huge win.
So good.
That it's like those like evolutions are something that are coveted, and we never get those except for vanilla times. When do we have vanilla times? Like 1 to 2 days
a month. Yeah, right.
You know, and that says something. I think we need to have like moments of detox. And I think that's something that no one wants to talk about. Like the company, everybody up high, we want you to engage the game 100%. We're still going to open the game. We're still going to play. I just don't want to have to feel like I need to buy 30 tickets.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like I have to join 200 raids tomorrow to do X, Y, or Z. Like, just give me a moment where I don't have a million obligations. Like I can't enjoy PvP because I have so many other things going on that I'm focused on, that my time spent in the game is focused on all those other things.
Yeah.
I just played a game of PvP because we were talking about it. Yes. Yeah. We were podcasting, but I did. And it was exciting. It was the last match I needed. I won. It felt great. And I got my rewards and then went on to the next one.
You know,
and that's exciting for me. Like I do want to play PvP, but like my time is so consumed by every other detail in this game, and that's annoying. It would be nice to have, literally just give us like breaks, like
well, they have been.
I know, but I just like give us a vacation. Like
what?
Let us breathe. I don't know how to explain it. We need stuff like.
Well, there was a trade day a couple weeks ago. It was a Sunday where we didn't have an event, and my community still got together. The Red Bank community still got together for trade day, even though there wasn't an event cooking. And we're all walking around and we're playing, and we're like, "This is weird. There's no actual event going on. We're all out here playing," and it kind of had this very freeing vibe to it, where we didn't feel pressured or compelled to chase anything. We were just playing at our own pace, having a good time. And I do think that that's something that's missed.
And something that's cool too is like you could throw, instead of it being like, oh, there's Kyogre and Groudon in raids, like instead of like playing that card, just be like, you got the 3 legendary dogs, the 3 legendary birds, you got Kyogre, Groudon, Lugia, Ho-Oh. You just got like, there's just such a mix where like people can play the way they want. They can have fun hunting something if they want to, but it's not like there's no hunt for a specific Pokemon. It's just you have so much you can do. I would enjoy that. Or just have low stakes. Just flood the field with all 1 stars. Make it like a raid palooza, a max battle
that.
palooza.
Low stakes. I kind of like that.
Low stakes. You just throw a ton of 1-star raids. You do a ton of 250 max battles, the level 1s. And it's like Max Monday and Raid Hour, but just all the time, but for all these smaller raids. I kid you not, I'd be going to so many raids trying to like hunt for
we need
whatever.
A Friday 6 o'clock event so we can have filthy casual Fridays. Yo, shout to Fisher J subscribing at tier 1 for 31 months straight. Fisher J, what? You are an OG. Wow. Appreciate you so very much. Appreciate it. But yeah, filthy casual Fridays.
But like
no, but I like that idea.
That we desperately need, like, and that it's in itself can be the vacation. Just be like a week long of just raids were taken over by Team Rocket, Jesse and James. No. Just say the raids were taken over by Jesse and James. Okay, and you've got Coughing and Ekans and 1-star raids. Listen, I already got the whole event. Focus on grunt battles. Like it's like a Team Rocket takeover, but they take over every gym, and it's just all level 1 shadows.
Oh man!
And then you have regular Meowth in max battles, and you have Ekans and Coughing in max battles, and that's all. And you just have a grand old time.
So in general, your perfect event is low stakes. I kind of like that.
Yeah, like low stakes. Let me enjoy the game how I want to enjoy it. And it's like, if I want to max battle all day, I'll max battle all day.
Well, we know you did 31 EVs. We know you're not scared of it.
And it's exciting to like, if I had a max particle pack and I go in with 800 or whatever the max is, and then I gain that afterwards, I'm more apt to buy a particle pack if I can do like 3 or 4 out of it. Sure. You know what I mean? Like, let's go.
Well, that's the difference with raid passes also, right? You get your free raid pass. You can do one tier 1 or a tier 5. Yeah. No.
And it's like, if you want to remote in to my 1-star, the more power to you. But it might be like everybody just gets together and they're all I mean, you don't need anybody really. You can do this all solo. And I think that's important too. It's like, yes, we want to get out there and play with everyone, but like you meet new people if you're like, well, if everybody's out there just walking around.
That was Eevee. You didn't need a group, but there was still a group together. So no, I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
And it is weird too. I don't know if I was using a different Pokemon, but I feel like I've been using the same Machamp the whole time. But it was like after the Eevee event, now I'm battling it with the same Machamp. I haven't leveled it up. I haven't maxed power. I've done anything to it. All of a sudden, I hit 3 times. That damage is a lot more than what it was.
That's funny.
I'm just saying. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but
now, didn't we have an event with a boost with upped damage in max battles? Did we? I thought we might have. We might have. Anyway, so all right, here's my dream event. So I want to figure out a way to better bridge the gap with IRL play, in-person play, where there could be some kind of dynamic that makes it easier for new trainers and experienced trainers to play at the same time doing the same thing. Now, there's no difficulty setting in the game outside of getting creative, with private lobbies or trying to shortman something. There's not much you could do to challenge yourself within the sandbox of the game. So I think it would be kind of cool if there's just a way that you could approach raids or approach max battles or something that had some kind of difficulty scaling, because there's a certain point with raids, and for a lot of long-term trainers, if you have a group, it just reached the point where raids had zero challenge. No one's paying attention to the screen. They're just tapping away. The raid boss is already done. It's the summary screen is on and people are still just tapping, not even realizing the raid is over. That's going to happen in max battles soon because everyone's going to be level 3 max moves. Everyone's going to be powered up, like all this stuff. I don't want that to happen. I want to figure out a way that the game is smart enough to scale to where if they realize that there's, 20 level 80 trainers in a GMAX battle to make this thing hard, hold on, I forgot I could actually do
like a skill adjustment,
something, but real time, a way that, you like, I remember when the Kanto starters came to GMAX, that was the first time we had like a lot of new people coming out to Red Bank and all the OGs came out and we're all celebrating together. But the challenge was the same. So you would have, if a group of, newer trainers got together and did it, they were failing. Whereas if a group of the OGs were getting together, they were crushing it. But they're together. It's like, well, how can we bridge that gap so there doesn't need to be like this division between that? So I don't know how to do it, but I think that would make for a great dynamic in events. I like what you said about having a diverse spawn lineup. Because community day is one thing. Yeah, give me one spawn over and over and over.
Yeah.
But the thing that I do like about having a diverse group of spawns is like when we're on community day or we're out with the community and everyone's got the different specialty lures down. And then you're getting like these oddball things here and there. Oh, it's like, a Tangela is spawning over here. And over here, there's, a snow runt or something like that. Like I like that because it breaks the biome thing, which never really works it doesn't. I just wish that was more prominent. So what I would see is something in the game that would allow noobs and core trainers to better pair with each other. From experiences, I want a little bit of everything. So if I'm out during a catching event, I still want there to be good raids. I still want there to be good max battles. So if I decide that I want to catch, I could do that. And if, we're all catching and then we all of a sudden want to do raids, we can easily shift to raids. Like that's why I really liked Pikipek Community Day. I felt like it had a lot of everything. We did max battles, we did raids, we did grinding. It was a little bit of everything.
But I still feel like it's so nice to just be able to like get into a raid, tackle it, and be done with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, when are we gonna have like 1-star raid days where it's just 1 star?
You want the filthy casual day, bro? That's so funny.
Yeah, no, I just think
but
that would
I
be
see
so
value
much
in
fun,
that.
though.
No, I do see
there
value.
is so much value in that because like I'd be out raiding the whole day because I'm just everywhere I go. There's a raid that I can do, and it's not a big deal.
But my apprehension is if I'm going to use 10 raid passes, do I want to burn 10 raid passes on 10 tier 1s? No, I'd rather do 10 legendaries.
Well, don't we get a free one a day?
You get one.
So it's like, well, like
Terminal in the chat said we did a Wooloo lobby against GMAX Garbodor at the end of the event. Yo, I'm always trying. Every event we're at, I'm like, yo, Wooloo lobby. Like, who wants to do Wooloo? I haven't done one yet, but I'm dying to do that. I remember we did that. One of the bosses, everyone was bringing either Bidoof or Pidgeys or something like that at one point. That was like a fun trend going around. But Gambit also saying 100-person lobbies help the newbies. Yo, I like the big lobbies. I do like the big lobbies. It definitely helps everyone. Again, this is something that helps the noobs and the experienced players play together. So I do like that because it brings people together. I just want a diverse. I want a comprehensive event. I want there to be fun eggs. I want there to be a good bonus. Give me Stardust, give me XP. I like that when that's in the mix. I want good raids. I just want unique stuff. It's like, switch things up. And then my final thing I'll mention is story. And I was thinking about it. It's like, if they're not going to give us any story in the game, fill the blog with 2 paragraphs of story of why we're journeying to Paldea right now, of why, like just tell me something, make up something, ChatGPT, write me one paragraph about, why we should journey to Paldea, send, print it, just give me something. I don't know. I think I'm just a little starved for a narrative. I guess it's time I should probably play a main series game, I guess, because I don't think it's coming in Pokemon Go. But everyone out there, let us know, what's your perfect event? What would it include? What would the bonuses be? Would it be raid-based, max battle-based, a little bit of everything?
I think Adam nailed it on the head.
Filthy Casual Fridays, 6 to 7 p.m., all tier 1 stuff.
No, but it's got to be like all day. It's just, it has to be. It has to be, because you have to be able to accessibility for everyone. There's none of this hour stuff that doesn't work for me.
Yeah,
I get out of work at like 6:30.
Dude, I'm with you, bro. That's I'm making dinner every day at 6 o'clock.
It's just not. It's not an ideal time. That's what I'm saying. It's just got to be all day, and just enjoy your day.
All right. Well, that's a show. Thank you so much, everyone. Keep us posted. Connect with us on social. Let us know your perfect event. Let us know what you want in it. And you want a day of low stakes, or do you want some pressure? I don't know. I think I want the pressure. But you can check out luredup.com. You can email us, luredup@pokemonprofessor.com. You can leave us a voicemail or a text, 732-835-8639. Check out pokemonprofessor.com. Connect with all the other shows in the network, Special Conditions, Sleep It Off, Purified Podcast, After Dark Cry, Way Spotters, Good Morning Johto. There's plenty to do on the network. So, Adam, if that's a show, I think that's a show. Is that in fact a show?
That is in fact a show, Ken.
Keep training, trainers. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.